Alright guys, what's up? And I'm going to do a top 10 of my top 10 favorite dragon type monsters. Because I've seen a lot of people doing top 10s lately, so I thought I might as well do some myself, just kind of let you guys know more about some of my favorites in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just to say that ahead of time, this list does not include Slifer the Sky Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Slifer because technically he is a divine beast on both his collectible and playable version. But he's still one of my favorite cards of all time, don't get me wrong, but he's just not on this list because he's technically not a dragon even though he has dragon in his name. Same with the Winged Dragon of Ra. Blue Eyes isn't on this list because it's just a straight nostalgia factor and everybody already expects one of your favorite dragons to be Blue Eyes Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But I picked some of the more creative or some of the more interesting dragons, or the ones that have some really decent effects, or just like the artwork on them. So yeah, let's get started with number 10 with Berserk Dragon. I've always liked Berserk Dragon. I remember seeing him in the anime on the Virtual Reality Saga. I thought it was a pretty cool card, and then I saw that it was on the card list for Joey's World, so I thought, I might as well try and get one. And unfortunately, I only pulled one, but 3 of the spell needed to summon him. And he actually can make some really fun decks around him. If you can hook him up with some cards that can give him piercing, you can actually OTK pretty easily with this guy. So he's pretty cool. And then number 9 is Judgment Dragon. I've always kind of had a thing for Judgment Dragon, don't take that the wrong way, but I've always thought Judgment Dragon looked really cool. I mean, the artwork is just amazing. And like this really cool feathered looking dragon with red claws, thought was kind of random. I've always just kind of liked the artwork on this guy, and plus he's pretty much your win condition if you play Light Sworns, or any deck that uses Light Sworns. So that's him. And then number 8 is number 82, Heartland Draco. I pulled this guy in the first premium gold box I got, and I didn't really think much of it because I just thought it looked weird, like another wind-up monster, or like a wind-up Xyz monster. But then I read over his effect, and I thought it was pretty cool, and I kind of regretted trading off my first one. But now I have one for my deck, so it's pretty cool, and then I have one that's up for trading my binder. But I just thought it was really cool. You just drop him, if you have a continuous, or if you have a face-up field spell, or a face-up spell in general. He can't be targeted for attacks, and then you detach, and you can just do 2,000 off this guy, so he's pretty much, if you keep on the field for 2 turns, you can take out half your opponent's life, which I think is pretty cool. And then number 7, sorry, I've lost track, Beals of the Diabolic Dragon. So I saw this guy in, everybody was freaking out trying to get Beals out of their premium gold boxes, and I had to go through maybe 2 or 3 boxes before I finally pulled one. And I just thought this guy was really cool, and then a while back I thought about rebuilding my zombie deck, and then I looked up deck profiles and I saw that somebody used this guy and said it makes zombies really good, so I decided to use him, and he's in my zombie deck right now, but I can't really get him out as easy as I hope to because I need 2 more Destiny Hero Militias. I finally got my first one yesterday, but yeah, still a really cool looking card. These cool I guess dragon heads for hands. Kind of like the Dragon Gundam from G-Gundam if you think about it. And this weird insect head for his chest. Well, that's him, so... next up is number 6. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Now, I actually got this Ghoster one. I didn't pull it out of the pack. I actually bought a portion of somebody's collection because they needed money, and I got the box for about $30, and actually had 2 Ghosters in it. This Galaxy Eyes and a Mega Mobius. But Galaxy Eyes, he's always had a special place in my heart, because when I first got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I went out and just bought random packs, because as a lot of people know, if you take a long break from Yu-Gi-Oh! And you get back into it, you just go out and buy random packs and hope you pull something decent. I ended up buying an Evolzar Dolkatin and these really cool value boxes at Walmart. The value boxes were like, if I can find one. They were these really cool clear plastic boxes, like these. You can see they're pretty good size. You either get a gigantic one for $30 with like a bunch of random packs in there, or you can get the smaller one for $20 where it has 2 packs, a starter / structure deck, and then for some reason a random pack with Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's dog tags in it. But whenever I got my Volzar Dolka tin, I thought he was pretty cool because I got him because when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I saw a video where it was like the voice actors of Joey and Kaiba having a duel. Well, not like an actual duel, but like their voice acting duel. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then I saw Volzar Dolka in the background. I was like, wow, it's a cool looking card. I wonder if I can ever find the name of it. And then I saw the tin at Walmart, and I was like, oh, that's the guy from the duel video. And then I opened up my tin, and long story short, the only haul I pulled out of there was a Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. It is the ultra rare one. I do have it up on the shelf somewhere. I'm not going to go up there and get it. I just kind of got the ghost one just for the sake of showing off this sexy piece of artwork. So yeah, that's that. Number 5, we have number 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. This guy has been a pretty cool looking card, and I've always liked his artwork. But he's just really hard to pull, honestly, in my opinion. Because, to be honest, I had a bunch of money and I was just willing to blow it on something. And I ended up going to Walmart and buying $80 worth of Tachyon packs. And I didn't pull this guy or Draco Sack like I'd hoped. Some of the cards I pulled were like Ulti, Scramble, Ulti, Harpy Channeler, 2 Ultra, Mecha Fanbase Hamstrat, and a lot of random supers like Sacred Sword, 2 Fire Fist cards, stuff like that. But I was really disappointed with the pulls I got. But it wasn't, I guess you could say, have a correct ratio of hollows like you would in a box. But yeah, I've always just thought this guy was really cool, and plus he has a really neat effect in battle. I'm not going to go over and explain it, just a lot of people know what Tachyon Dragon does, and a lot of decks that can make rank 8s, they use Tachyon Dragon. On the number 4, we have Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Blue Eyes Shining Dragon is just one of those nostalgic cards that you remember being so cool in the movie, or like so cool whenever you saw it, and then you got the actual card and it was like pretty decent. But I got this guy because one of my friends, he went and got the movie pack. I unfortunately did not get Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. I got Sphinx cards and then Familiar and Mermaid Dragon. I didn't get this guy, Sorcerer Dark Magic, or any of the cool cards. I mean, everybody got the Sphinx cards, but that was about it. But Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, I got him. I was like, man, I really want to use this card, but then I saw that you needed Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, so I had to go find a box that had Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And it was like some sort of weird, like, Master Collection dueling guide thing, something like that. I have my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon right here. It's JMP EN005. It's not a jump promo, I don't think. But yeah, this guy's always been really cool. I really like the artwork and just the whole concept of it being like this giant, somewhat mechanical dragon with these really cool orbs on it. It's kind of like a fusion between Blue Eyes White Dragon and the White Tiger Zord from Power Rangers. But still a really cool effect, and plus he has this really cool effect where you get him out, and you think he's just, whatever, same attack and defense for Blue Eyes White Dragon, one of the cards you need 3 of to bring out Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But then in the movie, if you have a couple of dragons in your graveyard, he gains 300 for each dragon in your graveyard, and if a spell, trap, or monster effect targets him, you can just automatically negate it and destroy it, so pretty cool. He's kind of hard to get out since you need a fusion monster that needs 3 of the same monster, and each of that monster needs 2 tributes, but now, by today's standards, it's not as hard to get out, but still somewhat difficult to get out. I mean, a lot of the cards today are making older monsters a lot easier to bring out, for example, Gate Guardian. Which I've actually thought about building a Gate Guardian deck, but at the same time I haven't. But, anywho, number 3, we have the oh-so ridiculous and banned for a reason Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy the End. And they call me Envoy the End because his effect is stupid and it pretty much ends games. And back in the day, somebody could drop this card late in the game and pretty much end it right there with just this one card. Because he's so easy to bring out and his cost is so little and it's such a devastating effect. If you don't know what Chaos Emperor Dragon does, you summon the same way you summon Blackluster Soldier, Envoy the beginning, you banish a Light and Dark monster. And then you can pay 1,000 of your life points to destroy every card on the field, and in both players' hands, and send to the graveyard and inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each. Now, the most I've done off this guy is 7,200, and I've done that twice. That just kind of gives you a rough idea of how destructive this guy can be later on in the game. But I've always just thought the artwork was really cool, and I've started collecting Ultimate Rares, and my friend pulled one in a Duels Pack Kaiba pack. Because he went to Target and he was wanting to build a Blue Eyes deck. And he bought a few of the super value boxes that had the Giant Azure Eyes card, 4 Duels Pack Kaibas, and 2 Tachyon packs, and he got 2 of those. And he pulled this out of there, and he was nice enough to trade it to me since it was a $15 card, and he's not really big on banned cards. That's just kind of a collector's card, really, and I use it in a fun deck. But I've always just been fond of Ultimate Rares. They're pretty cool. But this guy's artwork is just amazing. I mean, he's just a really cool looking dragon with this nice dark green in the back. It's just the whole concept of it is really cool. So that is him. For some reason, I just realized he has the same attack and defense as Blue Eyes White Dragon. Random fact of the day, the more you know. The number 2, we have number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. This guy, in the right situation, he can, that's number 1, you probably didn't really see what it was. But this guy, he kind of has the same concept, or the same idea as, Chaos Emperor Dragon. You get him out in the right situations, or later on in the game, and you can just pretty much end it right there, because he's a big 4,000 beat stick. His effect is that whenever he attacks, but during damage calculation either player's turn, you can detach material, and he gains attack equal to the combined rank of all exceeds monsters on the field, including himself, times 200. So you can basically get, if he attacks, you can gain, I think, 1,600, if my math's right, off of just him. And then if there's some more exceeds monsters on the field, you can do some more stuff. And plus, he's a light monster, so you can drop Honest on this guy and double his attack and do some crazy stuff. But the only downside is that his damage he inflicts is halved, unless he has Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as an exceeds material. But this guy, I really like his artwork. Like, I think the whole Photon archetype is really neat. These glowing stellar knights and beasts and stuff like that. But he's just always been really cool. Like, honestly, my favorite one at the time was Galaxy Eyes, but when I saw this guy came out and I saw his effect, I was like, wow, I gotta get that card. And plus, an ultimate rare, because I do like ultimate rares. It's a win-win situation on that. Plus, he's just a really devastating card that can do some right damage, some major damage in the right situations. Plus, just looks really cool. And plus, it's a 4,000 beat stick, so kind of fun for your opponent to try and get over that. And number 1, as you might have guessed, might not have guessed, I don't know. But number 1 is Star Eater, the Ghost Rare version. One of my friends, he bought this online for his Dragon Rulers, but then he kind of gave up on Dragon Rulers, traded off this card, and then the guy that had it traded it to me for a Majesty's Fiend that I pulled in a Primal Origin Deluxe Edition. But I've always liked Star Eater's artwork. Like, it was my background for a while on my iPod. Like, I've always just thought it was a really cool looking artwork for this giant dragon just eating a star, hence the name Star Eater. It just looks really cool in Ghost Rare, because you can look at it at a certain angle, it's just blank. Look at it at this angle, you can kind of make out the artwork, and then it's just rainbow, and if the light hits it just right, it's like the exact same colors as the actual card. And plus, it came out in Judgment Line as both a secret, an ultimate, and a ghost, so it's just really cool for anybody who's a fan of high rarities like that. Plus, he's a level 11 synchro, and a lot of decks that can make him, they make him really easy, especially any sort of dragon deck that uses like Heretic Dragons. And plus, he's just a big 3,200 wall, and he's really hard to get over. The only way you can really get over him is by battle, or if it's a sort of like mass destruction effect that doesn't target, like Dark Hole. Like, you can't mirror force it if you do run into it randomly. Lightning Vortex. But I have gotten over this with Gores. He attacks directly with it. Summon Gores, you get the Emissary of Darkness token with 3,200 attack after he attacks directly and just kill it. But Star is just a really cool card, really fun to get out, really frustrate your opponents if they try and get over this big 3,200 wall. If they've already used their one Dark Hole in the duel, then they're going to have a fun time with this. So yeah, I just really like this guy for the artwork and a really devastating effect. He's pretty easy to make in the right deck. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little random top 10. If you guys want to do some more top 10s, I will do them. Just let me know what it is. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.